Welcome to the Gaming Pulpit. This is your host, JD, and we're going to be talking about two subjects here. The two subjects that we are going to be talking about is Days Gone and its new patch, right? It just came out like an hour ago. And we're going to be talking about Death Stranding in its reviews and what I believe is going to happen. Because, Days Gone, not Days Gone, but Death Stranding, they just released some new information regarding that. But without further delay, let's talk about the patch notes for Days Gone. Now, the biggest thing about the most eagerly anticipated feature that people were waiting for when it came to Days Gone was a new Game Plus feature, which Ben Studios was so kind to create for you. There are some prerequisites, there are some rules and stuff like that. And people had questions. People don't know what is transferable, what it means to take an old file and put it into a new file. So we're going to discuss that really quickly and then move on to Death Stranding and its type of reviews. So let's start it. So what is transferable with your game save are the skills, bike skins, and its parts, right? Weapons, encampment, trust, and its credits, health, stamina, and focus upgrades. We got trophy progression, we got collectibles, we got the narrow injectors. That is all going to be transferable. What is not going to be transferable is the IPCA technology, which is like a Easter egg of sorts, right? You got crafted items, materials, and crafting items, freakers, ears, and then animal skins. So those consumables are not transferable at all. Also, what comes with this DLC is a new weapon, which they dubbed as the BND 150. Now, this is a cute little play on what's going on. The BND obviously stands for Ben, right? And then the 150 is the actual patch. But what this is a siphon filter weapon. It has 4 weapon types, right? Or ammo types. You have the regular ammo. You have the stun, which is called the EDT dart. You have the X34 dart, which leaves a poisonous gas, and you have the explosive darts there. So that's going to be really fun. That's from Dark Mirror, if I'm not mistaken, and in Loken Shadow, which is the PSP game there. You got some bike decals, which is the Horizon Zero Dawn, and a new siphon filter. 2 hard modes, which is hard 2 and survival 2. I'll get into that in just a second, because there are some things that people had questions for, including me. Progression fixes they have in there. They also have the DLC preparation. So there's going to be one more DLC left, which is on Black Friday. That is involving the Sawmill Horde. And they're going to have a whole bunch of stuff going on with the Sawmill Horde, different requirements and stuff like that. So check that out on the Reddit. Check that out on Ben Studios website there. But going back to the 2 difficulties, right? So someone had a question about this shit, and they were like, what the fuck, including me, what is this, what's the difference? You know what I mean? So Ben Studios actually was kind enough to answer the question. Players receive more damage from ranged and melee attacks, and enemies will drop less ammo in both modes, along what comes with the hard and survival modes there. Unfortunately, they didn't say anything about the waypoint issues. The waypoint situation is so bad. Like, if you set something there, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work properly, which is annoying. But somebody actually played it when it was released, and they had some issues there. So what they ended up saying was, it's still a lot of, what they call it. They say that the resources are abundant everywhere, and he would like for you to be able to kind of scavenge the different areas to find more resources to make it a little bit more hard. I thought that was moderate and didn't think it was too difficult, but there are people that actually are like, yo, this is fucking easy, and I definitely feel for them. You know what I mean? Ben Studios, I think the biggest thing that they need to do is really fix the waypoint, because the arrow will say to go here, and then they would take account like the terrain or anything like that, and there are invisible walls when it comes to this game. Moving on to Death Stranding, right? This is something that I've been thinking about. I watched the 40 minutes of the trailers, and for some reason, the game is still divisive, even though they showed multiple gameplay loops. One of the things that Kojima did not do is kind of paint a picture of how the game works. He just kind of let the game do what it does, right? And people are still like, I don't know what it is. And I believe that these people are definitely trolls. They have to be trolls. There's no way that you can show 40 minutes of something and you still don't know what the fuck it is. There's no fucking way. I know what it is, and it's clear to me as to what it is. And I feel like the way that the world is and the way that the media is, they're going to shit on this game, especially since it's exclusive. It's an exclusive game, and people are going to these publishers, not publishers, reviewers are going to rip it apart. The same way that they ripped apart Days Gone for doing its thing. People are going to rip it apart, stating that it's too convoluted with the storyline, there's nothing to do, it takes too long to get from one place to another. You know they're going to rip it apart. But let me know in the comments what you think about how the game is going to definitely review. I mean, it's obviously a stab in the dark, but it's fun to think about these different things. Let me know in the comments what you liked or disliked about the video as well. And if you liked it, a sub would be appreciated. Thank you guys so much.